Hi, everyone. I'm Christopher Thornycroft with Redwood Logistics, and welcome to the Redwood Rundown for the week of August 19th, 2024. What do you want to talk about? Want to talk about Caleb Williams throwing dimes to Roma Dunze? I do. Want to talk about the freight market? I don't. Wait, what do we got to talk about? The freight market? All right, let's talk about inventories then. We've been watching inventories very closely all year long, and we got our updates last week on inventory to sales ratio for June. June's inventory to sales ratio after 4 months at 1.37 ticked up to 1.38. Now, some of that's to be expected because we've been talking about the IOTI and the imports coming on in and that pull forward of goods. And though that pull forward of goods that we saw in June, maybe that's just normal because we did see a pickup of retail spending in July, a big pickup in retail spending. So possibly that inventory to sales ratio was goods pulled on in prior to the sales that were happening in July. And maybe we are still looking at some fairly balanced inventory levels. Or there's the other side where we get to the July update that we'll get in mid-September. And that will tell us that actually the inventory to sales ratio ticked on up in July, and that would be a huge red flag. We would look at that and say, oh man, this inventory buildup that we're seeing is not just an immediate headwind. That could be a headwind that lasts into 2025. So we're watching that very, very carefully. We think you should as well. We've talked a lot about what we think is coming for the pull ahead of the Labor Day holiday. Hey, hands in the air. We haven't seen it yet. It has not hit the boards yet. We're not seeing it in spot activity yet. We are not seeing it in any of the metrics that we look at. So possibly it happens, but if it's going to happen at this point in time, we're saying that we're not seeing it this week. Would probably start to see it next week if it happens. But again, capacity tightness, non-existent. We don't have it. A little tightness in the Northeast, sure, but we're not seeing that Midwest tightness. Nothing that is actually crunching capacity. So yes, we've been watching for that. And it has not come at this point in time. So we're going to keep watching out there. We'll keep you updated next week. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Take care.